Good morning, good morning. So I'm getting ready to show y'all what I got from OLLIE'S. Good stuff, chick. All right, everything's not on discount. Let me put on my trusty little eyes. I got these from a hospital gift shop. I always would see people with these kind, and I was like, oh, if I ever have to wear readers or something, I'm gonna get something like that. And they let you know you got on readers, but I just think they were cute, and I'm usually not into that. But you know, there you go. So anyway, this isn't on sale, but I hope this is stocked all the time. This well, we would say Java oil, Java oil, Java bubble tea. I like these kind. It has the straw included in 4 cups. I'm trying to look for the price. Here it's $2.49. They said their price is $7.98. But if you go to Target, I think it's about like $9 for the four. This one is strawberry lemonade green tea. And at this time, these papers here, I can't partake because I'm doing a FODMAP diet. FODMAP. I'm gonna do a video. I was thinking about it yesterday. I should do a video. I'm doing a video. I'm gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna try to remember to do one to explain what's happening. You know, when you're doing a diet, it's any eating plan. It can be a seafood, see everything you want to eat and eat it. You know, but the reason I can't is because even though it's saying it's reduced sugar and 40%, let me give y'all something pretty to look at. It's 40% less sugar than our regular bubble tea. Okay, that's good, I guess. You know what? My youngest daughter and I, we both really don't like drinks with carbonated water, the bubbles of it all. So that's why, one reason why we like it. But I like the little bubble things, even when you go to the yoga shop. So, but let me tell you what's in it. Maybe I should do that when I do the FODMAP diet, but the sugars and stuff. And the, what you call it stuff? Those, additives that prolong life of products, they get me down. Okay, so back to what we want to see and hear about. Okay, I got this. It was $1. Okay, I went to several stores. We have 4 stores in our area. This one is from the Hoover store. So if you're in Alabama, they had a few left when I went last Saturday. So yeah, I haven't done a haul except the one I just uploaded the other day that I did a quick one over my area. Okay, so all of the ones I'm going to are in Birmingham. But you know how you have to designate what the little town area, city. So this one is Hoover. And this is a craft projector. So basically, if I wasn't doing this on my Chromebook, which I'm telling you what kind I'm using, who's the maker? I don't know if this is Lenovo or I guess that's who it is. But anyway, so this is gonna help you. Yeah. Okay. This is totally different from what I thought it was until I just looked at it, y'all. Because, you know, we buying this stuff because it's $1. Okay, I did say craft projector. But what I was thinking, and it still can be used for that purpose. It's like how I'm filming now. And I'm using this Chromebook to record me. I was thinking that this was pretty much, excuse me, y'all, for that. That it was for the purpose of you put it on the stand and you can look out and record yourself. And I noticed it didn't have any lighting, but that was fine. But no, what this is you put your phone up there. Here's a projector that lets you project a craft or something that you want to draw and say you got this flower here. You get to trace it larger, smaller, however you want on this paper. Oh, I have to laugh at myself. But I'm glad I figured it out in case you didn't know, because there I go. Okay, they say it works best in dim lighting with max phone brightness and with auto lock phone setting turned off. Side phone and projector lens up and down to focus the image and adjust the size. So good. Okay, so what's going on is I got my TV in position to watch YouTube videos because that's what I like to do, and that's what I like to make. But it is an American Crafts, so it was $1. You all saw my video I uploaded talking about Ollie's Haul worst prices. Okay, so everywhere we've been going, right? We've been getting American Crafts, and we're getting these things for $1. Like this here is normally, oh, I can't even remember how much because I paid for them. But I only bought them when they were at Hobby Lobby and they were clearancing out. So I was probably getting maybe $1, $2 or something on that I was paying for it. Not all of these things are $1. But some of that stuff that I showed you all in the worst prices, that's what they're doing now. And I think if somebody is watching our videos and they're finding that we're so excited about this stuff and they see with the prices that we're buying it out, we're buying it. And so, looks like they're adjusting our prices. Now, yeah, we'll say the prices are cheaper than they want. But still, we want that dollar. I want that dollar. Okay, so I got that from a different store. So I think I got, I don't know. I think I may have gotten this at the Forestdale store. Alright, so still Birmingham, Alabama. This is Project Life. It says it's a Bloom edition, and it says it in 2 other languages. The kit contains 500 3x4 cards, inch journaling cards. Got designs printed on the back, so front and back. Okay, so what I didn't get that I guess I would have to go back and get is gotta read, gotta learn. Okay, so you're supposed to get this notebook. I was shopping too hard and too fast. You're supposed to get this Project Life album. Then you're gonna use your Project Life core kit, which is this. You're gonna take your photos, and then you got your photo pocket pages that you're supposed to adhere the photos to and put them in the project pocket pages and then put them in your album. And they say there are enough cards to complete an entire album. So okay, I'm gonna give you the listing because I didn't give you the entire content. All right, so 500 3x4 inch cards. So that's pretty much all of those. Then you're gonna get 40 4x6 cards. That's the journaling cards. And then you're gonna get 60 4x6 inch title cards. So somewhere in there's that. Then you're gonna get 8 first page cards and 8 last page cards. Journaling cards. So that's 40 4x6. And these are 500 3x4. So it's somewhere in there they're gonna give you the front and back cards, you know, just to get it set up. So I have plenty of albums. We all know how to make this work. So I don't have to go back and get the album. But if I remember, this is a Becky Higgins or Jennifer J. Wambach kit. But this is from American Crafts. And so I'll let you see all that. So I guess since I know I got this from the Trustful store. This is one of the first thing I bought. I think I teased it in another video. It's the Crafter's Essentials Mini Tube Kit, and as you see, um, it has a 6 by 8 inch mat, 6 inch ruler, scissors, tweezers, art knife, brad setter, and piercing tool. So I said it like it's separate, but this is a brad setter and piercing tool right there. Okay, the mat is here. It's not pink, it's white. I'm just gonna say it again. It's 6 by 8 inches. Then you see the 6 inch ruler, tweezers, and these are gonna do some mighty fine tweezing. I really still like Tweezer Man, but here we go. Then we got an art knife. Okay, right there, it looks like it has extra blades. And then this is the brad setter and tweezing tool. And then the scissors have a cover also. So they have covers on all these things, even on this piercing tool, so that we don't poke ourselves. Don't poke yourself. All right, let's just checking it out a little extra. Okay, so now I did get this stuff at the Trustful store. Meaning this is the one that's closest to my house. It's not in Trustful. It's in Birmingham. Trustful actually has its own zip code, 35173. I used to work at the post office, so I usually familiar with zip codes of places. But cause you know you have to do this, what you have to use. Period. Okay, so but it's called a Trustful store because that's the other town it's close to. It may some people may associate it with Centerpoint. Grayson Valley, that's where I'm technically living. But I talked to a farmer, he's like, any of the places you said would be good because all of them are right here with you. So, but it's a small town. If you all, I'll tell you, if you're getting your pad or phone or whatever and you do the maps and you look, Grayson Valley Country Club. Okay, so I'm close to that, right? There's a tennis park too, but I mean, I know it makes it sound like I'm living really fancy, and it's good living. It's good living. Everything here is within almost 5 minutes of living. So I'm saying that because I got this Ollie's, I got a Hobby Lobby, I got 2 or 3 Dollar Generals, Dollar Trees, Dollar Tree right up there, Dollar Tree over there, CVS. A lot of Walgreens did close. We had 2 closed. But anyway, I'm just saying. So I have a lot of stuff. So when you hear me say that, it's because it's close to all of those. But most people will think, okay, if you say Trustful, they know it's on the east side. All right. So, because people saying you want to know where we're getting stuff, so that's why I'm going into the explanations. All right. So this is. I got 2. Okay. Now it was $1.99, and it's good because I've been wanting the capital letters for resin, and I have the small ones, the lowercase, I should say. And it's a letter mold and ledges, and it's 4 pieces. So the 4 pieces are these ledges, and then the resin mold. And it says on the back, because I can read it, it says use with resin to make your own letters. Customize it with glitter, powders, and more. Place the letters in the included wood ledges to make your own personalized messages. So I have one of those boards that, we can put the little letters on. And I usually like when people's birthdays, my husband and I, our anniversaries, any upcoming thing comes up, I'm really good about putting those up. So I'm surprised. I thought it disappeared. I don't know where it is. And then when my husband asked, well, where is it? Because I hadn't been putting it up. And I'm like, I don't know. But I think we were having a party back in Christmas. And I must have taken it downstairs because I just didn't even look for it. Because a lot of times when stuff goes missing around here, he's throwing it away. And he may be trying to throw me off by asking, knowing throw it away. But I'm going to play along until I find it. But I did put a lot of things in different boxes that I had in the kitchen just so I could, clear up. But I was thinking, I'm whispering like, oh, he can't hear me. The door is open to the bedroom. He's upstairs asleep. But I wonder what he say. Cat out and throw it away. I don't know. But just to give a quick little story about something that's cute like this, right? Okay, so when my youngest daughter was in kindergarten, right? And so I would try to help her do her homework. And I was like, Kelsey, do you have any homework? Because I want her to have the same initials, as I do, KMC. And she does, but no, she wasn't supposed to be. Kelsey was the name she wasn't supposed to have, because I didn't want to name her the same name. I'm trying to put my head in the position so it won't block the glare out of the back door. So I didn't want her to have the same name as this girl that my husband and I used to work with. And just so happened, I kept telling him, look, trying to remember to tell him anyway if I didn't, ask her what her daughter's name is. So we would name her daughter the same name. Lo and behold, we never did. He never asked. Oh, I didn't remember to tell him. And we named her the very same name. And I know I could have done Crystal and Christy, just a whole lot of other names. But just on the sad point, real quick, a tangent off the tangent. So I had like 5 miscarriages before I had my babies. So, I kind of had named each of them, and it had K's of other familiar names, so that's why I couldn't use them. So we're not sad. We got 2 beautiful girls. They're really smart girls, really pretty. And I didn't say pretty that they're not as pretty as they are smart, but they are smart, they're healthy, they're pretty. Right, so anyway, she was in kindergarten, and her, I was trying to help her with her homework. So it was just being so difficult. I was like, I know this girl's smart, so why is she acting up? So I would say, Kelsey, okay, let's work on this. Let's spell da 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 da. And she would just act like she knew what I was talking about. So then after a while, I said, okay, Kelsey, look, we're just gonna be through with this. She was like, okay, Mama, do you want me to do it in lowercase or uppercase letters? All this time, we're trying to get this together, and I didn't know the teacher was explaining to them in uppercase or lowercase, and I may have been saying the small or the big or something like that. But my little sophisticated baby needed me to say uppercase or lowercase. So I have uppercase letters that I bought for $1.99, and I have already a lowercase set. Now they're saying that you can use color pour resin. That's what they're saying, but you're gonna mix it in. I'm just saying that because that's what they're targeting with this. So anyway, another thing, let me explain why I got 2. I'm not for worrying about quality, okay, but like say if I wanted to do my husband's name and I needed this done quickly. He has 2 I's and 2 L's, right? If you spell William. So I'm making sure we're right with the spelling. So right there, I need that. And then also, Lord, Craig, my daughter, oldest, she's got Rebecca Craig. That's 2 A's everywhere. We need all these letters. We need to get this stuff done quickly. So I didn't get a lot of them. But if you keep watching, I might. But I don't want to have a whole lot of junk. But I think I can make it work. I'd have to just plan and make sure I'm not doing them all at the same time. So anyway, okay. I don't want to do the paper yet. I want to do the paper last. Okay, I can show that I got this stamp. And I'm thinking, I got this at the Hoover store. My niece and I, she was here for her military drill. And so I got that. It's called Woodland and Grove. And on here it says you are sunshine. I don't see a mine. And then this beautiful life, and it is the one that looks like it's a light switch. That's what I think every time I see it. All right, and hello every time I see that. I think I'm Lionel Richie. Hello. All right, and so I think I got these letters at the Forestdale store. Their script, I thought about not getting them, and then I was like, well, you never know when you might need these. And they are really, they look like copper, almost. That's the script. I was gonna say copper plate, but it's copper plate-ish. Well, for the script. I didn't know, how you learn things in life. Like we knew italic. We learned that. We learned cursive, script, printing. But I didn't know calligraphy had so many different names, like the serifs, the copper plates, and all of that. I love the copper plate. I can't remember which store. I think same store. I know, okay, for sure. I know it wasn't the Trustful store, and I know it wasn't the store off Green Springs, because I know what I bought from them, and they still have the same stuff. So this probably was the Fultondale store. And I know what it was in the Hoover side. It has to be the Fultondale store, because Hoover only went there once. Okay. Ooh. So yeah, this is Michael's Recollections, but it was $1. It better have been $1. But what it is photo frames. So like if you're doing a scrapbook, I mean you could do it like in any, but it's trying to give the effect of a Polaroid. I just got 4. But I mean, it says, it has 6 pieces now. I only have 1. What was I saying? I was thinking it was 4, and here it was 6. All right, so this I got from the Trustful store. This is alcohol. Nope. Fultondale. Alcohol ink. It has raspberry blossom and blush. So these are inks. So I need to go on and try them to see if I want more. But with inks, you don't have to want more. You can it lasts. They last. Okay, this for sure I know got from the Hoover store, and I said I was gonna go get more. Okay, so I was intending to bring some examples of some stuff, because I already have some of this, but you're just gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Okay, so powder mold release. Okay, let me just go on and tell y'all. Don't get caught up like I did. All right, so when you have things like this, sometimes you need this in order to get them out. Or some of you thinking like, oh, yeah, I need that, because I did have a problem getting things out. Like I've had some soaps that I've done. Couldn't get them out of the molds. I mean, this same type of stuff, the silicone. And this will help. It's like, okay, you can use baking powder, cornstarch or stuff like that. You can do your mold releases like Wilton. Do it like you're baking a cake. I'm gonna read what and the why while I put it up to you, so you can look at it and do anything you need to. Okay, so it's ideal mold release for casting wax, bath bombs, and soaps. And that's what I'm telling you. I had it with the soaps. Let's see. Anything else? Great for coating objects used in mold making that are difficult to remove after mold is formed. So, and they say it may cause respiratory irritation. Avoid breathing dust. Okay, so it's lightly scented also. It's an American craft product. I don't know if you need to scan, but it's a we are, with the letter R, we are, memorykeepers.com. So, with any kind of talc powders, you have to be careful now. So, it's not about allergies, but breathing those small particles in. So, I'm not going to not say, which means that double negative means yes, right? It's positive. So, anyway, I'm saying use your mask. Use your mask if you're going to be using a lot of this. Now, another thing that this is used for, when I remember it coming out, is those presses. Remember, we are makers made those presses that you can mold press. The name of the thing, the mold press. They use that machine. I got one downstairs. I was intending to, when I did this video, to bring it up so you can see. But I got the letters and all of that. So you use this in there to help them release. Otherwise, you may end up losing a letter because you got a mold that won't release. Or you can make it release. I mean, you can dig a knife around in it. You can use some of these tools, the tweezers and the ruler and the punch thing and scissors and all that stuff to try to pry it out or cut it out. Another thing I wanted to say about this that you can use this for. All right, so it's upside down, and that's those wood pieces got back in position. So you can always put a hole through the top and the bottom of the letters, and you can make candles. You can make your own candles for someone's birthday or just for whatever reason outside of that you would need candles. Just a suggestion. All right. I got this, and I think they have it at the $1.25, $1.50, $3, $5. What are we gonna make it go for? It's like an auction. They have these for I think maybe $1.25, but this is 79 cents at Ollie's, and the colors are pretty with the floral design. I like it. I would get more because I was glad they added on to just that black. All right, so let me just put this up here and work out of it. All right, so this is a food safe markers in black. You get 3 pieces. Perfect for adding sentiments, names, or accents to your sugar cookies. Okay, because this isn't political. All right, so because Trump has taken away certain federal benefits, even from the schools, my daughter, I have 2, but the other one, she's graduated from college. And, she's going to University of Alabama, Roll Tide. My sister and I, my younger sister and I, we're both alum of the University of Alabama. Okay, but we didn't have to buy food meal tickets there when we went. Now they do. So we've paid $2,600 for her to eat one semester, and then the next semester she's gonna have to have the same thing because they said I called her. So it's like she's not gonna eat that much. I mean, we don't eat that much as a family. I don't think in a whole 6-month period. Well, it's not even 6 months because she doesn't start until the end of August. So, anyway, I told her we're gonna be down there to eat because they say you can have a guest eat also. Yes, we're gonna eat. So, the point being, the schools have to start paying for lunch again if you're not eligible for free subsidized lunch, or however they say that. Okay, we're not eligible. So I did all that to say, for the days where she's not gonna eat because she was like, I'm just gonna sit in the cafeteria. No, you're not. You're gonna eat something. You're gonna have food here that you like, and if you want, you can take it. Now, if you decide you want to sit there, then that's on you. Don't sit around fasting and falling out because you didn't eat breakfast, because you know she's not gonna eat breakfast. I know she's not. I did. I eat breakfast every morning, and I still do. I was just that person, but my older sister and my mom, they said they don't care to have breakfast. So there are people like that. But all the same, we're going to be baking sugar cookies, and I'm going to put her some notes on her cookies. And then if she decides she likes peanut butter cookies, which I didn't know I liked them until I got grown, and it was selling them at my job. But after COVID hit, they stopped serving food and stuff. But all the same, this is not them moms, Aldi has the little message sheets. You can put messages on the cookies, or you can let the children put messages and draw on their cookies and be excited about their food. And then they want to tell all their friends, and then everybody will want to write and draw on their food. And don't do like this one parent that I know, because I used to sub for the school back when I was not working. I just would go and sub, kind of have something to do. And because they don't, at my children's school, because they're over, it's like a community college in Selma. But here, their school had about 1,000, about 1,000 children from 1st through 5th grade. Every class, every grade had 250 students. And so, did that get me at the 1,000? At least, it could have been off a little bit, but okay. So that doesn't get me to so it's over there. But here, there, people come and go and all this stuff. So anyway, the point being is that there were a lot of children going to that school, so I would go sub because I wanted to know if my children are going to grow up in this system. I want to know who the teachers are, who the parents are, who the students are. So if they say getting to the point where they're dating, was this person a good child? Who would have had, you want to know that stuff. So anyway, Bo Bunny has these Bo Bunny hearts, 10 pieces each thing, and then they are red and the pink. And people only think that you're going to use these here for Valentine's Day, but we love every day. You can put an I love you on a little card or something, or a little heart. But then, hey, if you're going to do it every day of the school year, you might want to get some more than what I got. All right, so this here, Trustful Store. I just think I was like, what's the fruit in there? So what this is opaque dye, and it's 4 colors in there. So they are. I'm gonna let you see this while I read it, and then so you can look at something. So you're gonna basically mix this opaque dye with resin to create a solid color. I'm glad they told me that because I was really thinking that this was the actual just colored resin, and the colors are burgundy, copper, mauve. What's this other color? Did y'all see? It's so light. I can't see it. Okay, let me show it to you when it has it turned around. So you see the burgundy, mauve, burgundy, copper. Is it cream? That's what that's saying, cream. Okay, so I got about 3 or 4 of those. This has been at my store in Trustful for a long time, but I just decided to get it the other day, just because I was like, well, I'm getting everything else going and just get it. You never know, you might need it. And guess what? I'll need it because I am going to be using these pens. I had to laugh at myself, y'all. I think I'm funny with that. These pens to write on these cookies that I'm gonna make. Me and my brilliant ideas. That's another thing that my youngest daughter, when she went to school, she had this friend that rode the bus with her name Skylar. And she really didn't like Skylar because Skylar was crying the first day I took her. I took her later than the first day because we used to take a vacation and to end the summer and start school. And so Skylar was in there crying, and I gave her a hug. I was like, "You need a hug?" She said, "Yeah." So I gave her a little hug, but Kelsey didn't cry. And but she came home one day and she was saying something, and she was like, "I know you don't want to hear my little ideas." And I said, "Of course we do. Where would you get that from?" And she was saying, because Skylar's mom told her when she was trying to give some of her ideas, she said, "We don't want to hear your little ideas, Skylar." And I was like, no, of course we want to hear your ideas. So you never know, you may have a really good idea. And so I'm willing to listen. That doesn't mean we're always going to do what you want, but I'm willing to listen. Tell you, so funny. And I didn't say anything to Skylar's mom, but I wish I had to tell her that, hey, Skylar's thinking you don't want to hear any of her ideas. And she probably would have gone back and corrected herself. Okay, so I got 3 of these. This is a beginner's guide, practice to hand lettering. So I got one for myself and one for my 2 daughters. No, my husband is not going to be into this. My husband he gets off work, he's up there, he's going to sit, he's going to look at TV, he's going to look at his computer and play around. You know how in the old days, the man probably have a newspaper put down. You know, it's a modern world, and our technology is advanced to, looking at the news on his laptop. And then he, may have his little libation of sorts, his beer or I started getting different wines from Aldi. So I'm going to tell you, now he drinks them. I really just like bottles. But we got this one that's pineapple and peach, and they are good. What that has to do with that, it's just, I just didn't buy him one because he's not going to use it. That's where that came from. But I can open it so we can see what's happening. They have just recently gotten into liking the idea of calligraphy because I have a lot of calligraphy stuff. In fact, one of my most viewed videos outside of a Hobby Lobby haul that I was doing a video and didn't buy stuff. And later it was stuff that I really normally wouldn't do. It was a bunch of inks and stuff. But later I was like, well, let me get it just in case I like it. And a lot of the stuff that I could have just gotten and ran away with, I mean, I would have paid, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't have had to look for other things. I could have had all my cases filled and all that. I didn't because I wasn't in that stuff. But in this practice, hand lettering, you get to put who this belongs to. And see, I'm just trying to show you an example, is that it has different, as they say nowadays, different prompts to get you thinking. I mean, and if you don't know what that means when I say prompts, according to my oldest daughter, Tribeca, she would go on these different social media sites or whatever, and you go for prompts, and she would read. And what that is they give you an idea of something to write about, study, or whatever you want to do, and then she may write a story. Yeah, I know that sounds boring if you're not nerds like we are, but we like it, and she likes it. Now I'm not gonna do that because I got plenty of stuff to prompt myself. It's just a matter of do I want to. So this has 50 pages. It's 6 by 8 inch practice page. Now it doesn't come with pens or anything, but hey, even the Dollar Tree has calligraphy pens now if you want to use those. Okay. I guess is it time for paper? Not yet. So let me put that down. And ooh, yeah, that's nice. Let me put that down. Oh man, I'm going in 36 minutes. Okay. You can be a lady, a man, a child, and need this. I got this from OLLIE'S for $4.99. If you go to one of my favorite stores, City Trends, it's in the hood, y'all. Wherever you live, City Trends is in the hood. If you see it when you're passing through on the freeway, that's the hood. Alright, so what this is adorable and reusable chill loop. It's a cooling neck tube, y'all. You're going to enjoy your time up to 90 to 120 minutes. Freezing starts anywhere below 64. Advanced cooling gel. No condensation, no mess, no frostbite, no battery or charging needed. Okay, so I'm going to cover up my beautiful face and read what's happening and why you want this. Okay, one size fits most. It's ideal for neck size 14, 18 inches. So this may not be for a child, but you may want to have it for a child when you're outside in the heat. Just a little bit, like if you're taking a walk and had the babies in the stroller, if you feel they're a little hot. It's great for use while you're working out, hiking, camping, cooking, barbecue. That's what they say. They didn't say grilling, they said barbecue. And in the South, that is the same thing. Working outdoors and more. How to use. Chill Loop Cooling Neck Tube uses advanced gel technology that lets it freeze anywhere below 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Use any of the following methods to freeze the tube and enjoy 90 to 120 minutes of coolness. And it has, you can put it in the freezer for 10 minutes, fridge for 20, ice water for 25 minutes. It says the gel is non-toxic, but if any skin irritation occurs, discontinue use. I mean, just simply, you don't have to sue them. I guess they say just don't sue us. Just if it bothers you, just stop using it. If neck tube is torn or punctured, definitely stop using and dispose of it. Get rid of that. If gel enters the eye, rinse thoroughly with water and throw it away. Keep away from sharp objects, heated surfaces, and open flames. It's not for that, y'all. If dirty, wipe with a damp cloth. Do not use while sleeping. Ladies, that's probably us at menopause, you know. When not in use, store in a cool, dry place. Cooling time duration is subject to ambient temperature. So like in this next week or so, here in Alabama, the temperature is going to be 100 degrees. And it's August, so that's what it's supposed to be. So don't get upset at the Lord. Can't sue him. So this is what it is. It's not a teether. Okay, so don't put on those little babies. Oh, it's cool already, y'all. Now this bag is resealable. So I'm gonna say, even if you don't use this bag, if you put it in your refrigerator or freezer, maybe you should put it in like a Ziploc or something, or this, so it won't get near your foods. You know, we gotta be careful with foods and poisoning. All right, so I'm putting this in Fetch so I can get some money. All right, so I'm gonna try these. $3.99. This is Arch Relief Compression Bands. It fits comfortably in all footwear, lessen foot fatigue, and promote recovery. It's moisture wicking fabric, lightweight breathable material, low profile, fits in any shoe, and all day arch relief. I'm gonna try this on right now. I know I got this from the Homewood store off Green Spring, but I tried on these are Katy Perry, not the singer but the designer, and this is not. I'm still gonna wear these shoes, and I'm probably gonna wear them with this because this is how it looks. But it's like this, and she has these shoes. They are in all the expensive stores, and they're in City Trends. I got them for $7.99. I already took the boxes downstairs. I didn't realize that shoe had gone rogue. So all I'm doing is slipping this band on my hobbit feet. And if you're a person like me who has clotting issues, you're gonna have to, this compression really are the thing you need to just make sure your circulation is good and you don't get clots. Now, I didn't get clots like from old age. I got it from young age. Some women will get clots by being pregnant, and that could have been the source of my miscarriages. And so, there's some protein factor stuff in there and all that stuff. So I was getting blood clots. And so I have to continue to watch because my older sister, she's never had any children, and she has them. And I can't tell her health thing for HIPAA, but there's some stuff going on. And I had a friend that happened. So if this is happening to you, like say you're having a lot of miscarriages, you can just slightly suggest that, look, hey doctor, do I maybe have a protein issue and maybe possibility of maybe gonna clot or something? Because I saw this lady on YouTube and she said she had that problem. I mean, it could be your problem. Okay, so there's a test they can check for the proteins. It was something on my number 14, and they showed me the picture. It looks like, how they have two legs, where one little leg was crippled. It was cut off, y'all. But I got two beautiful children, and we thank the Lord. All right, so this I saw at the Green Springs store, and I remember because did I go to 2 stores yesterday? Yeah, I went there, and then I went to Trustful store. Okay, so because Green Springs is close to where I work, so when I get off work, it's probably 10 minutes away. I can go to a Hobby Lobby that's 10 minutes away. The Ollie's is right there, close to that. And then if I want to continue, I can go to another Ollie's in Hoover, which is probably another 5 to 10 minutes from there, and another Hobby Lobby. So, but there's not a Hobby Lobby in Fultondale, but there is one in Gardendale. But anyway, so this is a bread lane for scoring. That's what they call it. It's food crafting. It's American crafts. What it is if you bake bread, you would use this to do the cuts in the bread. I'm gonna show it this way. You would do it to do those pretty cuts that Mr. Hollywood from those cooking shows. Those British cooking shows that we like to watch. Okay. I saw this, oh Lord, whose channel was it? Was it Little Brit? Somebody's. Anyway, people, y'all have this here, and I was like, whatever that is, I want it. Even if I never use it, I want it because it was so cute, right? So guess what, y'all? When I bake those cookies that I use this cutter to make, and I want to decorate and do my writing, and if I want to do some squiggly stuff, I can use this non-slip surface with rubber grips for decorating my cookies. It's a sweet spinner cookie turntable. Well, look at there. They have a tip. If turning becomes difficult, apply cookie spray to metal spinning components. Just simple as that. It's a top rack, dishwasher safe. Do not microwave. It is food safe. American Crafts. It was $1.99, so I paid an extra 99 cents for it, and I'm not going to be mad about that. So cute. In case y'all need to see it out, because I did want to see it out of the box. What does it do? unboxing of the cookie turntable. I'm thinking I have a problem. And here's the two pieces. Now, what I didn't know, and I know now, is that was the cookie that's being decorated. But here's the two pieces. Let's see if it spins. It's a turntable, y'all. You know what? It used to be difficult to find any kind of turntable. Lazy Susans, whatever. But now they have them everywhere. Okay, they have this one. I think they have another one. Another kind that's clear. If it's not here, if it's not at OLLIE'S, it's at the Dollar Tree, but it's somewhere you can get it for cheap. At the Dollar Tree, meaning it could be up to $5. You know, Five Below Junior. All right, so hey, we got a little cookie thing going on. I need to probably make some cookies tonight, so I can send some off to my oldest with her to school that are saying, you know, I love you, we love you, congrats, and enjoy your life, but come back home sometimes, you know, call your mama, call your dad. All right, so this is for the paper. Oh, Lord Jesus, will this even go up? It's Shot's book in a kit, and it was $7.99. Anyway, I got this, our Rainbow Queen, Queen of England. She's not my queen, but I like the fashion of it all. Her and her different color dresses through the years. Bella and Bloom paper. These are the different prints. Okay. Who's not going to get all of this paper for $1.99? These are the prints. It's so much time. I guess I gotta try to show it like this so you all can see. You're gonna get 150 pages. They said it's cardstock, but it's paper. I guess I need to open up those scissors so we can really see these pages. This is the next one. This looks like, I'm trying to see before I say. Oh, this is Vicky Booten. I say this because you all teach me the names. I really was not into paper crafting. I got into it because I was going to have to do something after they close all the Hancock Fabrics and sewing stores. So, okay, so it's a little upside down. With some pages it doesn't matter. Marble Love, 48 papers, 12 by 12, of course. Yep. So they got marbles and crystals. I don't know. No words. Okay, so let me get this open for y'all. Most of these I got at the Green Spring store. Alright. It's got some action. Now some of these is gonna work for anything. But some of them where those prints were large, like on those crystals. There, you know. We'll make it work. Because you're going to put something over it. It's not like you're going to have these hanging on the wall. Okay, so I just went on and got one of their boxes. And as I'm going to do to organize, because I don't want them all over the place. Yes, that's what I did. Are they going to need? I don't know. You know, and I say that because I was getting some of those things at Hobby Lobby. Well, not Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree. some of the cases that they had a little jewelry. And one day one of the guys told me I could have one. But I saw another one 'cause it was empty and I was going to get some stuff. And then I asked and the lady was like, oh, no, we recycle. They're going to reuse them. I don't think they're going to do that. But, hey, at Hobby Lobby, somebody has to put all that stuff on those different little pegs. So, maybe they will. But some of them are so cute. The one I got, I'm going to have to show it to y'all. Because I do use it. It has stuff on there like I'm a store. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, so it's not double-sided. I forgot to say if they're double-sided or not. And they're saying cardstock. This one is a little thicker, but it's not going to make an album unless you double it up, you know, or you don't care about it being weak. It says medium weight paper pad, so that's about the truth. Alright, so, oh, and then one of these, the foil quill. It has neutral smooth cardstock. Okay, so there was only one left. And what they're saying is you can use this as an organizer, that I can tear off this corner. Well, it's already torn off. But they're saying, that I can just rip this and get my paper out. Alright, let's see. They say you can rip and it looks perforated, but it's not working out quite like I thought. Or maybe not as much as they intended. Was I supposed to have gone the other way? So, while I make this work, alright, so let's pull this paper and see what's happening. It has a, well, like they said, it's neutral, smooth cardstock. And it is smooth, solid core, heavyweight cardstock provides a perfect base for adding foil. So, basically, that's how you're doing it. You're going to put it down and you're going to add your foil to it, and it's going to be outstanding. We have black, charcoal, white, and vanilla, 15 of each color. Use with the foil quill pen to add beautiful foil detail to any project. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to do it and really show you all. I have done some foiling, and I have the scanning cut, and I used the foil, and I did a card, and I should have let everybody see when I did it, but I didn't, because I was probably doing 2 or 3 other things. You know how we do. So okay, I showed this here. This has nothing to do with the American Craft stuff. But I know somebody out there, because I was going to say, somebody's screaming, I want to see that shots booking kit. I don't even drink enough for this kind of thing. But I'm going to tell you what's funny. Because I want to be a bartender. So, it comes with, as I told you quickly, it comes like that. But it comes with these 6 shot glasses. Oh. Yeah, let me get that paper off there in case you didn't know. So, it's a basic shot glass. But you know, if I get in my designer mood, it will become unbasic, because I got pencils I can draw on glass with, and then we have, like I said, the scanning cut and all that we can cut out stuff to put on it. And then this is the little tool, the little pour to, you know, make it easier to get it in there. Then here's a nice looking little book of shots. From kamikaze to mixology. I guess Jeff Mason, Greg Bowen, and Joanne Spiegel might want their name mentioned. But got an introduction. Pouring techniques. And shots in the glass. So anyway, I got that. Y'all, I got this. This is it's in Hobby Lobby, and during this time of year, it's the Woo. What's her name? Whew, I can't remember right now just because I'm trying to say it to y'all. Anyway, at the end of the season, there were two left. I didn't want them to be lonely. No, I got them because I was like, sometimes, like I was saying earlier, I can't always drink the carbonated drinks. But sometimes if there's a grape pro, or sometimes I feel like, let me drink a Coke here or there. I don't drink it. But I might get a shot from my husband. He'll let me share. And, or like I say, if it's juice, some of them I can't drink. But I'll get a little shot, just something to taste. Like I told y'all, I'm on the FOD map, so we're going to work some things out. Because once upon a time I could, and now I can't. So, I got some stuff I need to put my little thing in the freezer because, I'm hot to try it. And so it's hot now, so I got to go back and cool it off. I got to put all of these things away. Now, I'm going to tell you, right now, this works. $3.99 arch support. I showed y'all I put it on and it works. So I was gonna show you the shoes I have on. Some of those shoes are supposed to be made for comfort of your feet with all that little cushioning. That doesn't work for me. I don't really like it. But I bought these shoes here. I can't even remember the name because I haven't wore them out. Anyway, let me go on and say goodbye. Y'all have a good day. I hope you enjoy what I bought in my videos. And look, I am gonna buy those things that I had in the worst prices yet, but I'm just mad about it right now. So after I stop sulking, I'll buy them. Let's see. I need to put something for my screenshot. Is that good?